messages in my head. I don't know how to cope with this. I'm keeping secrets in my head. Or any space you can find. Glad to see that I can help. Make your life a bit easier. But have you ever thought of how I felt? You need to think about your behavior.
Yes, indeed, boys and girls. Early, or not early, but late Wednesday, early Thursday morning is Butch On Sports. Simply Butch is here, and as always, thanks for tuning in. Yes, indeed, I was taking notice with 43 seconds left in the basketball game between Denver and Portland. There, a fight or disagreement has been overcome by everybody coming on the floor and having a good time, and somebody's going to get kicked out the game, of course, with 43 seconds left. But again, Denver is losing right now. I'm sorry to say, Denver is losing with 43 seconds left. It's and it's not close at all. They're down by 8 points, okay? That's as much as I can tell you here, because it would be doing play-by-play, and that's not permitted, because that's, prohibited there. 75 to 88, I'll tell you. Well, I was off by one, Okay, let's keep on rolling here, Butch On Sports. I'm Simply Butch, everybody. And as you know, what we're doing. Always, thanks for tuning in, by the way, here. You can be doing other things, but hey, tell your friends, Butch On Sports on Facebook here, and let's have at it with some sports news you can't get enough of. First and foremost, the Detroit Tigers had an opportunity to sweep the series over the Philadelphia Phillies. It didn't happen, boys and girls. Maikel Franco had a bases-clearing double in the seventh inning. Rhys Hoskins homered. Philadelphia Phillies beat the Detroit Tigers by a score of 7-3. Ronnie Rodriguez gave the Tigers a 2-1 lead in the seventh inning with an RBI single. However, they sent in Buck Farmer. And Phillies answered it with J.T. Realmuto hitting a double, and Sean Rodriguez was hit by a pitch, and Daniel Stump entered the game, and Cesar Hernandez singled to load the bases, and you can hear where I'm coming from right now there. Everything just got a mess. Final score again, 7-3. Tigers lose. They will have a day off tomorrow, Thursday. Yes, a rare day off, because the schedule's going to get jumbled in a few here with all these rainouts they have had. The Tigers have had several rainouts, at least 3 rainouts right now. They got to make up here some way, shape, form, or fashion. And when that schedule gets crowded, oh boy, this is going to get fun here. However, you read them and weep. You read them and weep. By the way, congratulations to Casey Mize, who's in AAA Erie. Pitched a no-hitter on his first time up in AA baseball. Congratulations to him. And I still say, why do we have these good pitchers being fermented? I don't know. Cause what we got right now here, I'm about ready to worry. But well, let's see the season a little bit more go on here and just see how the results is, and maybe, just maybe, something will happen. It's happened before. It can happen to us, Detroit Tiger fans. Yes, the Tigers will be returning home for 6 games against the Kansas City Royals and 3 against the Los Angeles Angels. That homestand begins on Friday, 7/10, first pitch against the Royals. There you have it with the Tigers there. The Detroit Pistons announced today that they plan to bring the NBA G League team to Detroit as part of a multifaceted partnership with Wayne State University. The Pistons G League affiliate will be playing in a new arena the school is planning to build for the men's and women's basketball program less than 2 miles from Little Caesars Arena and the new Henry Ford Piston Performance Center. So that's going to be right down the road a piece, right near the Performance Center where they practice and whatnot there. There'll be a brand new stadium built. There's a lot of land over there by Henry Ford Hospital. And I guess Wayne State has bided their time and is right in their area there to have a decent place for the basketball team to play. It is, if Wayne State wanted to kind of climb on up to maybe the D League or something of that nature, they need a decent place to play. And at least to carry maybe 4,000 fans in the gym. And they don't have that there. It's like a regulation gym that you can do multifaceted things such as play tiddlywinks or tetherball and stuff like that there, or just a gym. But anyway, that would be a good thing for Wayne State, and also the Pistons G League that will be moving from Point A, which is Grand Rapids, down here in the city of Detroit, Michigan. How about that there? They'll have some extra inexpensive tickets for people to be able, if they can't afford to go down to, yes, Little Caesars Arena, just to see basketball, can put their spikes into covering the D League there, and some future players who should have been up here this year to help the Pistons and didn't get that opportunity, because now you got really a good microscope on the players that we are bringing up who should be having an opportunity to play NBA basketball when we got so many players who just go through the mill here. The Pistons should have been a better team despite some of the injuries they had there in the build-up they had all season long, and it didn't happen. So, you know, I'm rooting for the D League to be here, although the specific timeline for the G League arrival in Detroit has not been determined yet. Discussion with the G League officials regarding the expansion franchise and the Pistons' current G League affiliate, Grand Rapids, they are ongoing. So if the Pistons want the D League probably to get here earlier, they're going to have to buy them out. If not, they're going to have to let that contract run and extend itself through the 2021 season. And from that point on, they can kind of move in. So I'm expecting for that to happen before they just abruptly move from point A to point B there. They say they continue to invest in the success of our franchise and our community. Tom Gore said that because he, you know, I'm quite sure putting up a little piece of change for that. Bringing the League to Detroit delivers both fronts. It will give the players and coaches the best tools, availability, maximize performance, and it will add more fuel to the revitalization underway in the Midtown throughout Detroit. The G League serves the NBA's development league in preparing players, coaches, officials, trainers, front office staff for NBA positions while acting as a league resource center for many of its developing laboratories there. The league is also growing in population and popularity as well. There's those small cities in Idaho and whatnot who have G League teams. They show up to watch this great action by some kids that basically right now maybe a stone throw away from making the NBA or being able to get an opportunity to play somewhere where they can make a decent dollar bill here. So there'll be something for fans, and it's going to be probably in a fun-friendly environment. Not only the university is going to be playing there. That's normally the case of what they try to build in. So basically, it's a win-win. you if you can't afford one, you can go and kind of root for the other there. And also, Wayne State having a good new official arena there. I would love to see the city of Detroit get behind that school, just as well to get a hold to UAD over there on the northwest side, and have at it and being able to have some activities going on where the kids will be able to, get on out and stretch their legs and see some professional play there. They don't get exposed to a lot of the professionals that are ongoing in our communities, especially out here in the Detroit area there, metropolitan Detroit area. I would say the Detroit area is basically right now needs to get some attention from the professional, from the NBA, and the Pistons do that and they accomplish that fine. Hopefully they don't wait 2 more years before all that is established to maybe reach out to those junior high school, elementary schools and whatnot, and letting the kids see some basketball or have some exposure to the players who basically represent the Detroit Pistons. Speaking of Detroit Pistons, how about the Detroit Red Wings, boys and girls? They signed today Joe Veleno to a 3-year entry-level contract there. Veleno, 19 years of age, recently completed his 4th season with the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League, where his Drummondville Voyageurs fell in the 3rd round of the playoffs in the Halifax to the Halifax Moosehead. There's some weird names there, but quite spicy. In 16 postseason games, Veleno notched 17 points, 8 goals, 9 assists. That's 17 points. Plus, he was rated +7, 12 penalty minutes during the playoffs there. Kirkland, Quebec native, enjoyed a breakout year in 2018-19, ranking among the high goal leaders with 42 goals, 62 assists, 104 points. That's some good stuff there. 7 shorthanded goals this year here. He had a total of 247 shots. That's high rate. Over 100-something points when your stick hit a puck. He was on the first team All-Star team, of course, and finalist for Most Valuable Player. Of course, he missed several weeks of the regular season competitions because he was with Canada for the World Junior Hockey Championship in Vancouver, British Columbia, and also in Victoria, where he was also playing these World Finals there. He got 2 assists in 5 games in that particular ordeal. Now, speaking of the Red Wings, boy, here we just can't stop there. Steve Eiselman is now getting very comfortable here in getting things together, as we just witnessed my report on Joe Veleno. Don't be surprised he's going to be with the Red Wings this year. Don't be surprised he's not. Or he'll be close to it. Believe that. Steve Eiselman is being aggressive. And I like that, too. I like that indeed. Another Khan from Michigan Live. He's a daggone good writer. Regular for the Detroit Red Wings and covering them. He's a former Red Wings star, Pravo Dasu. Maybe I should tell you this story first. Dasu's contract with the KHL is expired. So people are now wondering, is he going to come back to the Detroit Red Wings or some other team in the National Hockey League, or stay down there and stay in Russia? Oh, that'll put some spy work in your doggone meat and potatoes, huh, boys and girls? Think about it. He did say, his agent did say, if he returned to North America, he will only play for the Red Wings. So that's a feather in one's cap if that decision comes about. Now, Dasu is 40 years old. 40 years old. So how effective he will be in coming back to Detroit and getting acclimated with new players that he hadn't played with for several years, and maybe again making success. You know, the more good players, the merrier. But they got to be able to blend and do things together that make the team very competitive, and also getting ahead of the edge that they have been in several years. They haven't had some good scores, and Dasu, I'm quite sure he has not lost some steps in some of the tricks he used to do with a puck. Boy, that would be exciting. I bet you'd be buying tickets for that. We got a whole lot of sellouts. Moving on here, the Metro Detroit Chevrolet dealers are regrouping and recharging up with the Hydrofest Festival that's always sponsored with the amped up boat racing on the Detroit River. Yep, they're geared up and they're going to be the main sponsors of the Chevrolet dealers. Of course, if you want to know when these traditional boat races in the Detroit River are going to take place, it's going to take place on Saturday, August the 24th, and Sunday, August the 25th. Huge schedule of racing on the Detroit River. I mean, it used to be a very good time down there. But lately here in years past, it hasn't been all that oomph and having the crowds show up via maybe the weather or just, they really don't do no rocket scientist type of, letting people know, get some tickets, special events that surround the kind of sweeten it up to get forward for this grand thing that goes on the Detroit River and Belle Isle. And of course, now you got to pay to get in Belle Isle, which used to be a prime spot for people to view the race. Now, if you don't have a ticket or when you get your license, to have to give you a park pass for your car, when you get your license and also your plates, you got to pay a separate fee for that particular day. Hey, I was against it all along here, Oh well, but that's the deal here. Now, that's upcoming. Great racing. You want to check the website, their website, Detroit's Hydrofest, or just say 2019 Detroit Hydrofest, and if you Google it, I'm quite sure it'll take you to the website to give you all the goodies. And the lower ticket prices that they said they want to have this year. I have to mention that as well. I did mention that. This week, boys and girls, is Kentucky Derby week. Oh my goodness. And yesterday was the draw to officially set the stage for the Churchill Downs extravaganza. I'm quite sure they're going to be partying Saturday night, and also when they get into town on Thursday. All those big bonnets and hats and mint juleps, and I don't know, some people are going to probably be doing some things around the corner, by a tree or something. I don't know, but hey, it's a festival that if you ever been exposed to it, or been able to go to at least one Kentucky Derby there, in which I've had the pleasure and the privilege, and not because I'm a sports guy. My mom is originally from Louisville, Kentucky, and that's just a staple in her livelihood, regardless of when she moved to Detroit, as she married my dad, of course, But it was always a staple. If we didn't, if she didn't go down or whatever it may be, or in this case, I had the opportunity to go that one time, it was always, it was a geek up for that Saturday. The Derby's going to be on, and special snacks, and friends will get around the TV and enjoy the festivities of Kentucky Derby. Some people had big parties where they had teas and stuff there and wear these big old bonnets or whatever it may be. And I used to laugh as a kid, but now being a grown man and all this, some of them look pretty fantastic. However, in a development that just came through today, this evening, the favorite, Omaha Beach, has been scratched from the race just 3 days before post time. Omaha Beach was tagged as the 4-1 favorite, and reportedly that he was coughing. Wednesday morning, he was examined and revealed that a breathing obstruction that comprised the horse's ability to breathe during exercising. Now, what it's called in trap, I cannot pronounce that particular word, but I gave you the breakdown and define answer to that particular. Epictitis or titus or something there, it's called. In trap, epictitis or litis. That's what it says. That's what it says greatly. So, let's see who now is the favorite, which I don't really know. I'm going to find out, though, between now and Saturday. Moving right along, I am coming to the end of our extravaganza here on Wednesday evening, Thursday morning. And, you know, I haven't talked about wrestling in a long, long time. As you know, the WWE had this little change around after WrestleMania. Certain stars going to other venues, or I should call them leagues, the SmackDown League and the Raw League and the NXT League. Some wrestlers getting moved up from that. It looks like they're building new talent to get quickly developed, and new storylines and everything else to be established in the breakup. You know, some who are very well pals on Raw have been broke up, and one's on SmackDown and one's on Raw, and the list goes on when you watch the shows and whatever, maybe you know what I mean. Women and men alike there. And some, such as The Miz and the younger McMahon who runs SmackDown, Sean McMahon, I should say, is being featured on both of them, Raw as well as SmackDown. You know, to make upcoming matches or pay-per-views a little bit more exciting there. You get that crossover feeling that you don't get enough of here. But just saying there is a big, big change. And somewhat exciting, this guy named Lawrence Sullivan walking through there looking like Big Brutus or something there, and really hasn't established himself to come in and do a match or two. And when he did, he just, you know, I don't know where the wrestler, I've never seen him on the show and whatnot there. He must came from their practice session or something. They put him out there and get thrown around the ring like a cartoon. But, hey, that's what we got here, boys and girls. So as our plot thickens. Of course, you now miss part-time Brock Lesnar, who, by the way, said he's retiring from MMA. He's no longer there right now. Seth Rollins took care of that. And also, Ronda Rousey, who right now is thinking about want to take some time out to have a family. So that's another year or two that basically we won't probably see Ronda Rousey unless she changes her mind very, very quickly, or something swapping in the old cuckoo's nest there. Becky Lynn took care of her. And of course, we about knew the build-up and whatnot there, that Becky Lynn was going to get something out the deal. Of course, that was exploded on both SmackDown and Raw. Neither did I say more. I'm kind of maybe merge myself back into having a WWE talk around once a week again here. Like the good old days, because now the changes are made, I'm now able to study and see the new plots that are being thickening throughout the particular league. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. Do some talking and let you enjoy it. For sure. Yes, it's time for me to go. Oh well. Butch On Sports. A presentation of Oh My Darling Production can be heard on Butch On Sports Facebook page. go to Facebook and type in Butch On Sports and you have at it. Or you can go to Podomatic.com, the website for Butch On Sports there. Type in when you get to Podomatic, SIMPLYBUTCHTOO.Podomatic.com. Have at it with the goodies. You can also get this website there up north, of course, there you find friends in the Upper Peninsula and surrounding areas in Sault Ste. Marie, Canada. Hey, you can catch on Butch On Sports definitely on the GameShow.com website, which, by the way, I'm part of on Monday nights from 6:45 until we get tired. Good conversation with Scott Nason, Dave McKay, and also E.J. Russell, who right now is boasting in charisma. You know why? Because his Carolina Panthers took care of business tonight and won 5-2 over the Islanders. Good deal here. St. Louis right now is losing in the third period 4-1. Blazers beat Denver. That's tied on up. Now y'all caught up. And the Tigers lose tonight. What can I say here? But goodbye. Hey, we'll catch you up there next week here, maybe probably on Sunday, if not Tuesday. Have a great one, boys and girls.